that you started listing foods.
The balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
Yo! What? Yo! What the heck? Jesus Christ, what just...
What's wrong? Your eyes
Oh
are
my
like
gosh!
saucers.
He manipulated
something
both
time
time and space! Check out g2a.com for the best deals in games, peripherals, and also gift cards and more. Check out the link in the video description. Also, if you're new here to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you guys can get notified on my latest videos. Hey, what's up guys? This is Wild One and welcome back here to my YouTube channel. And we are now currently back here to Genshin Impact once again. And we are currently now finishing, we are now pretty much finishing the story quest for, of course, Sumeru. We are already in the Interlude chapter. I believe this is currently supposed to be the prologue for the next upcoming chapter, which will obviously be, I believe, our travel to Fontaine or probably something else. But anyways, we're already here.
I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains
It
unexplained,
is literally
there's
just
little
the
to be objective about.
of
Unless,
course,
you restrict
scholars
yourself to
just
textual
being
criticism.
scholars,
Yeah.
just pure
well,
debates.
This is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me. So all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma. Is it just Paimon or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business.
Just keep
Maybe it really is
listening.
just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything. Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
Okay, Inversion of Genesis, Interlude Chapter Act 3. Okay, so we're just pretty much going to
All right,
listen
I
to
guess
this
I'll go
guys.
with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Are you looking for me? If you're looking for the traveler, that's
Oh,
me.
You're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma.
You
This
were
is
in
my first time
Inazuma?
coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
What evidence?
Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kind of lacking.
Forgiven.
Trevor,
I mean, I don't
hear
come
you've helped
outside
many
very
people
often,
a
so
great deal and been
I'm a
to many
freaking couch
places.
potato.
Would you be able to tell us about Tatara Suna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Ah, I see.
Okay, sorry I
My
can't help
teacher
this
chose
time.
this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love
Shouldn't
to show
we
you all
ask
my
Raiden
outline for the
Shogun?
book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This Kabukimono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kinda fishy to
Yep,
Paimon.
seems fishy.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
Stop shouting!
He's excited. Come
This
on, let
part's
him
important.
shout.
I just wanted to make
Let
it
him
stand
shout.
out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Could it be?
Wait,
Honestly, I don't remember anything, honestly.
That's right.
The
What's
names
more,
doesn't
Niwa
really
is a
ring
name
any
with a lot of
bells.
history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art.
Okay, so it
Something then seems to have
so
happened in the
Kazuha
Kaidahara
is
clan,
connected to
leading
this?
to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
there's more. What?
Oh, yes, of
Okay,
course.
this
How
is
can I
something
forget
that I
it?
actually
Brace your
want to
minds,
read,
ladies
though.
and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired
Yes,
by
get
Akaba's teacher,
get to the point.
the Kabukimono was not a human, but a puppet.
Yo. Sounds like Raiden Shogun at this point.
A puppet?
Wait. Wait. Yeah, it could be.
Aha!
It should
Judging
be.
by the looks on your faces,
It must
you
be the
do know something
Balladeer.
after all.
Keep your mouth shut.
No! Paimon just meant...
Yeah, this is something that they shouldn't
The
know.
way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Honestly, I currently want to read this book actually. Can I even save this? Okay, I'm just going to scroll down very slowly. But
Sawada was
still, I'm not
encouraging me to
really
follow his more
that
creative approach, but I think
focused on
essays should be
the
grounded in
Balladeer, some
facts.
background
I
story.
don't think explaining everything away
So yeah,
with
this
mysterious
is actually
forces will cut
good.
it. Oh, How about if I plug the holes in Sawana's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Ah, man. Sounds like a novel.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave you to it.
I have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
Yep, good luck,
Alright,
good luck.
Thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
Okie dokie. That actually went well. Yeah, that actually went well.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
Traditionally,
If
yes.
you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
In what? Huh? Why is he walking around?
Did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like...
Don't tell me that,
No, it can't have been.
yeah, probably Naida is actually controlling his body because he's actually a puppet. Like, that is actually kind of possible. Like, come on, Nahida currently, controlled our body once before, so it's possible for her to currently, do it with the balladeer as well. Okay, dokie. We're pretty much entering here right now. Talk to Nahida. Let's go. Man, the background music of this place is really good.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida!
Were you
that means
expecting
we
us?
saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough,
Oh,
you're here.
she wasn't controlling him, so he is actually going around willingly.
Be locked up. I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal?
I hope,
This guy?
yeah, I hope he pretty much follow his
What'd
end
you
of the
expect?
bargain.
Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yep.
Not a good start.
Yeah, truly not a good start.
all to please calm down. But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to create a wedge between us.
Yeah.
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem.
What is
in
the
making a
terms
deal,
though?
Even with the balladeer.
Well,
If
I,
he's
for one,
investigating
have no reason to doubt
Irminsul,
you.
what
Considering you even
what does
struck a
he even
deal
get
with the
though?
doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time.
The Baladier's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position.
Okay, good point.
Plus,
Good point.
he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in
Information
Sumeru could
leak,
make him a
eh?
sitting duck,
Yeah,
depending on how
good
the
old
Fatui plans to
information leak.
respond.
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
So he tossed you out like
Sometimes
trash.
it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
What a crying shame.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need
Well,
to
it's
have
a good thing
backup plan
Child
for
is still
myself.
part of the Fatui though,
As we
so
discussed,
not really
I
sure
don't like
that that's
causing
good,
harm
but
to living beings,
it'll
and
work
you
out.
said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
Then let's put that
Honestly,
discussion to
this
the
is
side
a
for
lot
now.
more
We
logical
still have
though.
time.
So,
Today can be a
yeah,
trial run.
it should be
Where we
okay.
go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you serious about this?
Yes.
Well, seems like it. I mean,
I
this
have
is
my
the most
reasons for this decision.
logical thing to
In
do.
fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
How
Yes.
does this benefit
As
us?
I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh.
Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you?
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated
We
us
have
as
trust
enemies
issues,
every
okay?
time we've run into him!
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Yep, that's
It's my
indeed
pleasure,
worth it.
Really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Well, I'm glad to be able to help.
Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Okay, we're pretty much going back to Irminsul.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time.
Um,
Colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
yeah, everything still looks somewhat the same, but yo, this is just beautiful right now. Like, look at that. Okay, where's the balladeer? Yeah, he's right here.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Naida sent me to babysit ya.
Jailbird, no way a prisoner gets to be so smug.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful
Okay.
rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Understood. We can kill each other at any time, but for now,
But only until this mission's over.
yeah, just the truce.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Yep, understood.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Nah.
Oof.
Yeah, Paimon is right now pretty angry.
Terrible.
Focus on doing your job. There's no need for all the biting sarcasm.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
She literally sounds like a freaking AI at
Is
this
a
point.
small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Okay. Well, we're now on the loading screen.
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
It's different than what I imagined.
Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Yo, this is
Let's go.
actually a very good
Stay close.
conversation.
Don't go running off.
Understood.
So, say we did go running off in here. What would happen?
I guess we have to find out.
What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Understood. We can kill each other at any time. Okay. Oh, now that is something. It looks like a branch.
Sapling things have spread out.
Really now, so it's a sapling.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Roger, Dodger. Locations change. We've been transported to another path. So we just pretty much avoid it, eh? Continue exploring.
It looks the same in every direction.
Mm-hmm. So we just
No wonder he
continue.
mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? Oh, what is it this time?
There's a time and a place to
Oh
lie,
man.
but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
Understood. Man, it literally looks like we are friends now.
We're here.
What a huge tree!
Incredibly beautiful.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
Or he wants something else. He might have an ulterior motive.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Oh boy. Hope this will go
For
well.
once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Isn't that good?
Paimon, would you like to talk?
Oh, really now? Telepathic conversation.
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
Aw. Okay, let's not disturb him.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yep, that is, Paimon actually does
As
have
I've
a
told you
point.
before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers. Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
Oh, on point. Actually, I caught a glimpse of you. Oh. That one. Yeah, that cutscene that we currently had.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes.
As expected from the God of Wisdom.
Really? Because from what they were saying, It sounded like lots of Tatara Suna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
You tell Nahida about the story. Okay.
How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
Oh.
They guessed right about one thing. Tatara Suna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
Oh man.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Okay. He has
Don't insult
entered the
me for
encrypted
having a private
message.
conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things
Of
confidential.
course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
But Lumin knows.
Didn't Nahida tell you?
Lumin currently has.
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is hard work.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
Oh, he found something?
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey!
Anonymous
the
data.
agreement. You have to share it with us.
What kind of anonymous data?
Just wait.
Oh.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to
Yo.
act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Okay, it's his past.
Whoa!
Okay. This must be his past. Okay.
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed.
They didn't
Their
put
lives
the
have
animation
purpose.
for the mouth
They are
somehow.
motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatara Suna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging
Yeah,
industry
they're just
of
pretty much
Inazuma.
talking about
And
business
it
at this
has been
point.
my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does.
Now this is very interesting.
With that smile on your face.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
He's actually from Fontaine?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you?
Oh my gosh.
What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oh my gosh. Yo!
Like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
That furnace that they are talking about, that's the giant furnace in Tatarasuna, I'm guessing. The thing that I currently saw back then.
I initially gave you credit for.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days.
Then who really are you?
To my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some
Is it just me or the voice just changed?
You told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
What?
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity.
Yo!
I'm a Fatui harbinger.
Yo!
Call me the Doctor.
The Fatui?
What the fuck?
What do you want?
Oh my
Just
god!
to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
What the hell? Even 400 years ago, the Doctor is already there.
Gave us your cursed
Well,
technology.
He does have multiple clones though,
Just to
but
let loose the evil energy from the
oh my
crystal mirror.
god!
Look how even the righteous
I
soul
knew
is
it from
filled
the
with
voice.
venom when faced
Holy
with its
shit.
demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However,
Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake,
Wait,
even
so
without you,
that guy
pure
is
innocent puppet will
actually
only end up
the
being
balladeer
used
right
by
now.
someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
Don't tell me that Niwa is actually the puppet or the balladeer.
My heart. Tell him that both Nagamasa and I see.
Okay, it's not him because he did say it's his heart.
He has nothing
So,
to prove to anyone.
okay. Oh my
Because
god.
not everyone
Oh,
just wants to hear other people.
shit.
The only ones who think like that
Okay.
are people like you.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat.
So
I
this
say,
is what
Mr.
the
Niwa,
Doctor
let's
looks
see
like
what
without his
happens.
freaking
Will
mask.
your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible.
Oh my
Mr. Niwa?
goodness.
Already dead.
Dude, you're
What
a freaking
pity.
you freaking jackass, man. You're an
Jester,
asshole.
I have completed the task
My
you gave me,
goodness.
creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings.
He was
What
there from the
fun
very
it
start.
was.
Like, come on. This guy might actually be the ultimate
I'd
boss
like to
in
introduce
Fontaine,
a puppet
probably.
to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Oh my goodness. That's something. Yo, you okay, man? I hope you're okay.
Are you alright?
Dottore.
Okay, he's
Dottore.
losing it. He's losing it. He is losing it.
Good. Good.
Was that the Doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
He was the one behind the Tatarasuna incident.
Why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the Doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
He's just a freaking life experiment for the doctor.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be
Hell, I
anywhere
won't.
near him
I'll
now.
be mad as well if that pretty much happens to me. Well, pretty much to all of us.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly.
That's the most darkest history that I literally heard.
Pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
This is the perfect villain backstory right here, folks.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Oh boy.
Dottore, you brazen-faced...
Wait for a
Niwa didn't run
while.
from justice. You killed him.
Okay, what do we have right here? Is the whole entire quest going to be here? Probably. I guess this video might actually take a while
See
then.
how he's doing?
I'm not sure if he's still okay though.
That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect
It
the
won't.
plan.
I'll keep my end of the deal.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Then why was Lumin
Does
counted?
that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Not unexpected, but
Don't
still,
thank me
thank
just
you.
yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Okay, now that's a good deal.
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
Yo! Okay.
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time.
Another Batui Harbinger? Wait. He was a royal mage in Kanya. Live with the sister. Is it possible he's talking about... No way.
I don't know the details.
No.
It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I
I
can
forgot
say
his
is,
name.
I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Master Lord Kusanagi?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Is it possible that Dainsleif is actually
What have you done?
the
Lesser
royal
Lord
mage that
Kusanagi
he's
was
talking
right.
about?
My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
Oh, what do you want to know?
Give me your hand.
Fine, just trust him. Go! Okay.
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
I don't think he's brainwashing you
No.
though.
I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Okay, what is this?
Done.
What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me.
Is it possible to change the past?
So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Oh man. Oh, that's something.
Didn't you say not to go running off?
Paimon, we have to
Fast
stop
reaction
him.
Time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Did Naida let him do
This
that?
day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
Wait.
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do
Man, he's actually the perfect villain
I never
with a
did like
redemption arc
insects.
right here.
Hordes of the puny things swarming together
Reminds
can
me
be a
of
real
Zuko from
nuisance.
Avatar right now.
And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
What is he planning? Can the past be changed? Don't tell me he found out a way to literally, manipulate time and space or something using Irminsul.
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear ya. You literally sound like a broken radio.
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
You tell Nahida everything that happened.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Roger, Dodger. Before we literally fade into the void. It seems like we're already coming out. Okay. Now that was something. Truly. Holy crap. Oh, this is actually one of the best quests ever. Like, come on. Like, all of the quests in Genshin Impact are actually very good.
An inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
I want to help.
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here
That
until I
does
say it's
not
safe.
sound reassuring.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
He passed the message.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible!
It's not easy, that's for sure.
Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like...
Then how?
Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah, great example.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Ooh, Paimon's so confused.
Erase himself from history? I don't think so. Oh! Oh no. That's a bad sign.
Sorry, Paimon accidentally...
That's a bad sign.
Balladeer's fault
That
for
is
causing
literally a
Paimon
bad
all this
sign.
mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
I'm just guessing here.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working.
How could Irminson even manipulate time?
That little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Uh-oh.
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Me neither.
So, how about, we list our favorite foods to take our
Just
mind off
foods.
things.
Yes,
That doesn't
totally a
work.
Paimon way to
Paimon's
currently
probably
fix
gonna
things.
collapse of anxiety here. All right, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake.
Ah,
Chili chicken.
that's
almond
good.
Tofu, satisfying salad. Also, Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus
What?
seed and birding soup, and
Hey, you're going way too far. Paimon to world. Hello. Okay. We fell asleep. Yep, we just fell asleep. You good? What's wrong?
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now?
Did you just fall asleep or something happened?
Talking?
Okay, there's a weird background music now. Something must have happened.
What was it again?
That you started listing foods.
The balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
Yo! What? Yo! What the heck? Jesus Christ, what just...
What's wrong? Your eyes
Oh
are
my
like
gosh!
saucers.
He manipulated
something
both
Paimon's
time
like?
and space!
So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
Oh my god. The traveler can remember everything just because he's not really from this world. Come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
Why does Inazuma have the most of mind-bending of quests?
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Now's not the time to explain. Okay, so we're going back to Inazuma. I wanna know first what location, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, exactly right there. Oh man, this is getting good. Holy shit. Man. Why does Subaru have the most mind-bending of quests of all? Like, holy shit. This is something. This is totally something. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I know I have to literally cut it at the best part of all, but I just have to, okay? I just have to, just because we are already run out of time. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to please do leave a like and a subscribe, and also make sure to leave a comment down there below. What do you think about the Balladeer's powers? Like, damn, this is just truly something else. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, make sure to follow my Facebook page and also my Twitter account if you haven't already. As well, I currently also stream on Twitch. If you guys are currently interested, all of the links are currently given down there in the description below. And I will hope to see you guys in the next video, because this is just this is mind-boggling, okay? The story progression of this game is just so miraculous. It's mind-blowing. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.